Smith, CU Independent. Coach, last week you credited the team's ability to stop the run as a factor needed for the victory in the game. How much credit do you give the defensive line for this big win?
We didn't play up to our capabilities or our ability whatsoever. We blew some things. They went empty. The quarterback draws. I think we saw that in practice a couple times this week, and we knew that was coming. And we thought we were prepared for that. They ran that play several times as well as in overtime. So we got to do a better job of that. But overall, they were resilient.
Ryan, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, Ryan,
how you doing, sir?
How are you? Your overall emotions. I know that you've seen all these guys play.
Yeah.
When you see your guys, Shedeur, Travis, they're making big plays. John did come in. What satisfaction is there for you seeing a game end like this with those guys?
It's not just those guys. I mean, it's some of the smaller things you don't see. I mean, the line always gets ridiculed, but we scored on a run. We scored on a darn run. I think it was 2 back-to-back runs that we did it. And you got your quarterback pushing the guy in from you get in the end zone and he pops through there and it's a touchdown. So no matter what transpires, I just love that these guys can just flush it and move on to the next play. And that's something we're trying to teach. It's something we're educating them on, and it's something I'm proud of.
Good.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver
Gazette.
I'm doing well, thank you. You mentioned some of the things you didn't like during the game. I'm sure special teams was probably.
Your team was horrible.
What about that unit needs to get fixed, and how can you guys go about fixing that going forward?
Well, number one, we got to do a better job of covering. I think both of our guys were running a twist there, and I think both of our guys might have got knocked off. That's what I heard on the headsets. But we got to do a better job, and we have so much personnel that's able and capable of doing that. Sometimes guys don't take special teams serious, and at the halftime, I told them, why do you think they call it special teams? You're supposed to be special when you run down there and do it. And we got to get the ball in the end zone, kick it off. I mean, we got to do that. We can't even give them an opportunity to return it. You rarely see Jimmy Ohm return the kickoffs, right? Because they're kicking the ball out of the darn stadium. So we got to find a way to do the same.
Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. I'm curious what was running through your head with Shedeur's pass there at the end of regulation?
First of all, I see them load us up to our right side. I'm like, okay, that was really smart because now he's going to have to boot to his off throwing end. You don't want a right-hand quarterback rolling to his left, so that was very smart on their behalf. But as I looked at, the whole team was over there with Travis. And you got LaJohntay, how is there one-on-one in that situation? First of all, let's just dial it back to a couple plays. We should have had that one. You guys know what I'm saying, right? We should have had that one. I mean, it was a 50-50 ball, We should have had that one. But we caught the one that we needed to catch. LaJohntay needed it as well. It was a great confidence booster for him. But it was tremendous. I mean, it kind of threw us back to last year a little bit, didn't it? Like that nostalgia, like that's the way stuff was starting out last year. And I'm like, man, I'm already great. You guys, what are you trying to do with these fellas? And it was a tough one. I'm excited that we got, because this press conference could be totally different right now. But I'm excited that we won.
Nikki, go ahead.
Just on that play at the end of regulation, LaJohntay catches the ball. When you see Shedeur and Pat Sherman talking to each other in really high-intensity situations, how do you feel like they collaborate and go onto the field to have an outcome like that?
The main thing, Coach listens. Shedeur's out there. So when we're saying, get rid of the ball, we don't know if somebody ran the wrong route. We do. You guys don't. We don't know if he was expecting something else and there's supposed to be a chip on that end. You guys don't know that. We know that. So they're trying to fix it on the fly and do some things. And we're listening to the receivers. We're listening to the guy Brett upstairs telling us what they're doing, so we could be more than able. Then we start going back. I said, Coach, you remember that digging up that we ran against Washington State?
That's what I kept telling you.
Yeah, I said, you remember that, Coach? He said, yeah. I said, it's been about that time to dust that thing off. I said, sometimes we got to throw it in the dirt. But he already had it in anyway. So that's what you saw in Travis. I think he was 10 yards behind the gentleman, but Shedeur got hit in the chest when he was releasing the ball. But he still made the play, and we got a PI on it as well.
Couple more, Jack. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, Jack Carlo.
Jack Carlo, I love you, man.
Kind of a cliche question, but Where does this game kind of rank or compare just in terms of chaotic?
I don't rank games. I don't. I just love the W's, man. I love the W's. I really do. Any means necessary. I love it.
Hey,
Jake,
Coach.
go ahead.
Just that play from Omari and Miller at the end of the first half, it felt like a game-changing play. Just
Phenomenal.
what about Omari, and is it to have those tendencies, just make plays just like last year?
Well, he's hungry. He wants it.
Sorry.
I mean, he's sitting over there on the sideline. He don't want to be over there. When he gets in, he's ready. He's ready to go. And Shedeur has a tremendous expectation of him. Sometimes he would say who he wants on certain plays and certain routes. And Mario just came in there and did his thing, man. I'm proud of him that he wasn't over there sleeping. So when his number was called, he was ready to respond. I'm very proud of that young man.
Timo, go ahead.
Coach Troy Finney, CU Sports Report. There was a lot of little moments in this game.
Yes, it was.
And one of those was Cam making the tackle on
Yeah.
the play before the fumble, open field tackle.
Yeah.
And he made a lot of those in this game in the open field.
Yeah.
Can you just speak to what you've seen
Well,
from him
Cam,
tonight? And
I've been seeing this consistently since he was a junior in high school. Cam has played for us for a long time, so I've seen his progress. I've seen who he is. I just told a scout, he's asking me about unsung heroes. I say, Cam's the kind of kid, if you draft him, he's not going to get cut. He's not going to allow you to cut him. He's going to play special teams, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, and he's going to consistently show up on film. 13 darn tackles, from the safety position. And he has a nose for the ball that he plays. He practices like he plays. And I'm proud of him tremendously.
Last one, go ahead.
Coach Charles Bishop, pregame show.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question. I believe early in the game, Shedeur completed this 1,000.
I just had a throwback. When Richard Pryor was up there. You remember that? Corey, y'all remember that? Richard Pryor? I'm serious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Shedeur completed his 1,000 completion during his collegiate career. And I wanted to ask, just you watching his growth from freshman year to now, how much has he matured into his position?
Tremendously. Not freshman, from a baby to where he is now. But at this level, I expect when these two guys are on the field together, along with the rest of the guys, I expect them to do something spectacular because they do it in practice. They practice with purpose. So when they play and they prepare with purpose. So I have a tremendous expectation from him. I'm more tough on these guys than I am on anybody because I expect great things from them. Taylor, you got anything? Good?
Good.
Yes.
I guess just like seeing all your coaches just treat their players like their sons. And
Well, yeah.
It's so beautiful. I saw it one of your coaches do that. How does that just
Well,
inspire you?
we don't only want to coach them, we want to grow them and to mature them and love them and chastise them at the same time. We don't just want to pick them up and push them in the swing set. We want to make sure we sit down and tell them what they need to know at that persistent time. We love these young men in a multitude of ways. And some of these young men have never heard those words from a man. So it's vital that they not only hear it, but we show it. And, he knows the way I feel about him and the rest of these young men on the team. And we're developing a tremendous relationship that goes much farther than just football. Who's here? From Jackson. No. We got a couple players here. But Isaiah, thank you so much. Isaiah Bolden was here, who played for us with the Patriots now. But just seeing his joy when we first saw one another, and I said, boy, if you'd have been here, you probably would have been a second round or third rounder. It's just for his location. He got drafted, I think, 7th round. But the kid is 200 pounds, runs a 4.340. Come on, man. So phenomenal. Just seeing them and embracing them and them coming up to support us and watching our guys that they played together with, it was phenomenal. So we love them, not just through them playing for us, but forever and always. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. This has been wonderful. We're sorry to keep you up so late and keep you on the edge of your seats, but God be the glory. We got the victory. We got the victory. And thank God we got the victory. God bless you all.
We got 2 more players coming in.
Thank you, Coach.
Who's coming next?
Micah and